I'm actually going to be going back to the school parking lot again, using that as a home base to do some more riding, getting out there a little bit later than I like. It's already 6:15 and it's pretty much dark by 7. So I'm not going to get as much time as I like. One thing I wanted to try to do was, Marty was noticing that when I mount the wheel, whether it's a 9-bot or my Gotway, that I still do a quick hop motion to get up in the pedals as opposed to a more graceful stepping on. And he told me that he actually now is at the point, because he used to mount like I do, and he's at the point now where he can actually do a more graceful mount. And the way he trained himself to do that was to have one foot on the bot, where you have your leg pinned against the bot with that foot, and then you just do a single step at a time as the bot moves forward. You stop and then do another step, then another step. And I guess what that teaches you to do is to be able to maintain your center of gravity over the bot in a way that gives you plenty of time to put your foot up without having to do it in a super fast fashion like I've been doing ever since I learned. So I'd like to practice that. I'm not sure how much I'm going to practice it now just because of my limited time, but that is definitely something that I should make myself do. You know, just got to do it. So we'll see how it goes. I just realized that after this week, daylight savings time, I believe, kicks in this weekend, so that's going to make riding after work pretty much a no-go for me, which kind of sucks. Didn't really think about that. And yeah, I know I could get a headlamp or something riding at night, but I don't know. Riding around at night just doesn't excite me all that much for whatever reason. So my riding time will be cut down, unfortunately, to mostly weekends. At least the weather should be nice. So yeah, let me get dressed up and give this a try. Alright, I'll just try a couple of the smoother mounts. When I tried it before, that's kind of what I've noticed happens, is my center of gravity is too far over and I lose it. It just means my center of gravity is incorrect. Alright, I think I understand the concept. I'll practice it more when I have more time. So just before this ride I did another calibration on the pedals. I stuck the pedal supports on bricks, which pretty much ensures that it's level, and did the calibration, and still trying to figure out if I like where they're at or not. Not quite sure yet. I've noticed that's returned to a certain degree is occasional wobbles. Maybe because, again, I don't know if it's just my lower body getting used to the added size, or foot positions maybe not ideal yet. I don't know. I do get some wobbling now and then. Nothing terrible. I think the level of the pedals isn't bad, although maybe just a very slight backwards tilt might be a little bit better, I'm thinking. Kind of like what Marty said. Another difference with the Msuper is because it has a much bigger battery pack than the 9-bot-1 E+, is you don't have to charge it all the time. I was in the habit of charging my E+ after every ride, but this was showing 80% battery after riding last night, so I can probably go 2 or 3 rides in between, normal rides, I guess. The sun's already starting to go down, unfortunately. Bummer. Of course, the real solution is to become independently wealthy so I can do whatever I want all day. Haven't implemented that plan yet. I really do need to get back in the habit of wearing knee pads again. The additional power and speed this thing has, it's kind of dumb not to, so if you see me in future videos not wearing them, you can yell at me. Another thing I wanted to do, which I forgot because I was rushing, was to put on my GPS that I use for running and biking so I can get a better idea of what speed I'm actually going at, because right now I really have no idea. It just feels okay. One of the things Marty suggested I do is try setting the Tiltback on this very low, just to get a feel for what the Tiltback feels like. So I'm going to set it for 15 kilometers an hour. And I heard someone say that you didn't have to turn the wheel on and off for that to take effect, but just to be sure, I turned it on and off, as you just heard. And let's see if it actually works. If I get 15 mile an hour tilt back. Practicing my stepping. Getting better at the stepping. Alright, so let's... Okay, yeah, there it is. Alright, so that's... I'd say that's similar to the 9-bot Tiltback. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so... I don't like Tiltback on the Gotway or the 9-bot, so, but it does work. So now I know what it feels like. So let's set it back. I'm going to set it back to 39 kilometers an hour. Turn it on and off, even though I don't know if that's necessary. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure, when they see the video. Got my nice flashing light on. Okay. So now I should be back to a no tilt back environment, because I have no plans to be going 39 kilometers an hour anytime soon. Step-on thing should not be that hard. So good. It looks even darker to me because I have my sunglasses on, just for bug protection. But you can see the sun is setting. I do like the flashing light. You know, although it is too weak to really use as a headlight, it is good for visibility for motorists or bikes or pedestrians. Surprise for Cindy is supposed to arrive on Friday. She has no idea. I don't think she knows, and she'll either be surprised or mildly angry, but Either way, it doesn't really matter. It'll work out. I'm back at the high school. Just another entrance. To be honest, I actually like the middle school parking lot better for skills practice. Okay, gonna go a little faster to get a feel for it. Yeah, it makes me a little nervous, I have to be honest. It makes me a little bit nervous. A lot of speed. But the funny thing is I bet I probably wasn't even going over 20 miles an hour there, if I was to make an educated guess. I think I find when I'm doing turns on the Super, I kind of find that I'm leaning back as well as in to do a tight turn. It seems to help me if I lean into it backwards a little bit. Oof. But as you can see, I'm still far from perfect. I certainly can't do 1-foot turns. I've just been doing some practicing trying to turn on this section of wide sidewalk, which is probably, I don't know, 8 feet. And I can turn within that radius, but it's hairy. Let me see if I can set the camera down so you can see this. As tight as I can go, I think. That's how you scrape the pedals. So yeah, that's where my turning skill is on the Msuper right now. Not great. Certainly adequate for the riding I do, but skill-wise, not impressive at all. I wonder if that looked fast or not. I'll let you know. When I first started learning, I very clearly remember when I had the 9x1 over here, and my goal was to make it around this outer loop here, the outside loop of the parking lot. And I remember being freaking out as I went around the corners because I was so shaky turning. And multiple times, I was wobbling and just barely saving it, and like breaking out in a cold sweat as I came across these speed bumps I just went over. And it's just crazy thinking about how it was then and how I felt then versus how I feel now. It's a big difference. But it's just a testament to the power of perseverance. When it comes, if you're watching this video and you're trying to learn how to ride an electric unicycle, or frustrated, struggling, trust me, I know how you feel. I'm an old guy. I'm almost 49, and old dogs don't like to learn new tricks typically, but I'm glad I stuck with it. And if you're struggling to learn, I encourage you to stick with it as well, because it may take a shorter amount of time, longer amount of time, but if you stick at it, you will eventually be successful. So keep going. I guess technically I could ride at night. This parking lot does have street lights, and a lot of the major roads around here actually have street lights, so I could ride at night. Wouldn't be a big deal. The pedal calibration, it feels okay now. I think I'm gonna leave it like this for now, and I'll see if it bothers me in a longer ride. But the more I've been on it, it feels pretty good. So we'll leave it status quo. All right, guess I got to call tonight. Have to eat dinner. I think Cindy's gonna cut my hair. Got some real life things to do. But the good news is the weekend is only 2 days away. So, and the weather's supposed to be good this weekend, cooler temperatures, so that could give me an opportunity to get a longer ride in, which would be nice. So anyways, hope you enjoyed my session. Please feel free to leave your comments below, and if you like the stuff I have on my channel, take a moment to like the video and subscribe if you like. Till next time, Duckman out.